Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to our lecture 4 of mini school, from lecture notes to article writings with LaTeX and Mathpix. Uh, in before going to start my lecture, uh, I want to mention I shared a link in the chat box where of Google Drive where I uploaded all the uh, lectures from week 1 to week 4. You can have a look at the drive link, and can anybody please let me know if this link is accessible and you can download the lecture notes from the drive link or not. Uh, you guys can just click on the link, and it will take you guys to the drive folder. Uh, I think you need to log in first via your Google email, and if you are already uh, log in with your yes, so some people are saying it's accessible. So uh, yeah. So first you need to log in with your Google Gmail, and then just click on the Google Drive link, and it will take you to the folder where you can download all the lectures. Lecture 4, today lecture, as well as the previous lectures. Okay. So now we can start the uh, lecture 4. So the first thing is the article writing. So this is the outlines of our last lectures, and in the first three lectures, we have discussed many uh, things related to uh, LaTeX code. We discuss all the formatting. We discuss the preamble packages, almost everything which is required for lecture writing and article writing. So today our main focus is on article writing. So what are the article? For example, what are the tools we require to create our there are many complexities while you write articles. There are many things you need to care about, and you need to add many things like the from title page to introduction page, citations, by adding bibliography, by adding pictures, by adding references. So there are so many things, and there are some tools I will mention, and there are many things I need to mention here. Means while what is actually writing and article writing, and what is ethical writing, and there are many AI tools as well. So some people are also using the AI tools to write their articles, but that is the not the ethical way, which is against the ethical policy for writing. So start with the first thing, which is the capstone statement. Uh, so the core values of the capstone statements, if you already heard about this thing, then it's, I think you are in the yeah, right directions. But if you never heard this thing before, then I think this is the right time to mention this thing. So the first thing is actually the in the core values we have diversity, inclusivity, mutual respect, share accountability, indigenous knowledge recognition, and e- epistemic justice. So if you look at this website, so this website is uh, by the World Conference on Research Integrity, and there is a Cape Town statement. In the Cape Town statements, they have a recommendations to uphold values and achieve research integrability goals. While you are doing research, or while you are writing research articles, you have to care about these things. The first thing is actually diversity, and for example, all these statements are for researchers, for research performing institutes, for funders, for stakeholders, for journals, for publishers, so everything. So this statement is for everyone. Okay, so what is the goal? The goal of this statement is to ensure research is accurate, replicable, and unbiased, and uh, reported responsible, and translate into local relevant and accessible outcomes. Okay, so the second thing I would like to mention here is are the some YouTube uh, links where you can uh, get knowledge about publishing by related to our academic uh, writing academic journals. Means what are the things we need to be very careful while uh, okay. So the first thing is uh, the tips on getting published in academic journals. So this YouTube video is by Professor Leslie Schwartz, who is editor-in-chief of South African Journal of Sciences. So if you yeah, this is a 1.5 hour of lectures, and this is very fruitful. If you, I think, if you attend this, if you watch this video, it will be very helpful for you in learning. Means academic writing and learning about publishing your articles in academic journals. So this is very first fruitful link. The second thing is the writing for scholarly journals. The second, I think, YouTube link, which is it will be very beneficial for you, means how to write for scholarly journals. So this video is on the South African Journal of Science, and this maybe it's a I think it's a complete workshops how to write a scholarly journal. So you can attend this YouTube channel or YouTube video to learn about how to write scholarly journals, which will be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so the third video is crafting a South African writing center, evidence-based academic writing with practice. So this is a video where you can actually get the uh, means evidence-based practice, means how you can uh, uh, crafting means your draft or writing related to your research. And the fourth thing is academic writing skills workshops by Dr. Wen, and uh, from a College of Graduate Study. And then the fifth thing is writing with integrity. Uh, this is also a very useful link for you guys to learn about article writing. And this is also South African Journal of Science workshop related to writing with integrity or ethical writing. Okay. And then uh, these are the top YouTube channel links where you can find or learn the uh, uh, means tools or techniques regarding article writing from the experts in this area. Okay, so core lessons from these workshops is means you have so write clearly and concisely, avoid unnecessary complexities. So the first thing is you have to be very careful about writing is to write clearly and concisely. Means don't avoid writing unnecessary complexities. And second thing is structure your article properly. And what should be the structure of your article, I will show you in a moment. Means how what sections your article should have, means in order to write a nice article. Okay, so journal format matters. So I will also show you guys in a moment what are the journal formats, and and how why they matters, and how you should follow those formats in order to publish in respective journals. And then ensure data integrity. And for example, if you are using if you are uh, if you are writing a paper, you have to avoid plagiarism. Means plagiarism should be as less as possible, because it should be, because you are writing it, if it is your work. Even if you are writing a review article, it should be your work. You have to write in your own words. It should be your own word. You should not copy from existing resources. You have to avoid plagiarism. Fabrications means avoid making avoid creating long stories. So avoid fabrications. And what is the third thing? Islami slicing. It means you can't just replicate and publish by doing minor changes to the existing articles. Okay, so the fourth thing is use proper references tools. For example, BibTeX, EndNote, and Zotero. I will show you guys in a moment how you guys can use it. You can use one of them, or which is very convenient for you or suitable for you guys. So always follow the target journals author guidelines. This is also a very important thing, means that you will learn from these videos. Okay, so the first thing is the Elsevier journals. Okay, so first I will talk about the writing and publication resources. And first I will show you guys all the tools, and then we can discuss. I will show you the format of the articles, how you can start, what is the starting point and what is the ending point, and what are the things you should be really careful while writing your article. Okay, the first thing is the Elsevier Journal or Author Hub. Okay, so if you go to this website, for example, you have your article in your hand and it's ready to submit. And what should be the first step? So find a journal. For example, the first step is how you can find a journal, and which is important thing, because the journal should be relevant to your research. And if you submit in your irrelevant journal, they are gonna reject it. And in the process of rejecting, you will waste maybe few weeks or maybe 1 month. If the journal is active, they respond very quickly, but if the journals are not active, they can waste your time. So your first thing should be the matching a journal, and which should be the relevant journal. So how you can find your relevant journal? For example, you can, if you are, for example, from for example writing uh, writing articles using uh, LaTeX and Mathpix. Okay, so just okay, so what you can do is you can just uh, copy and paste uh, so the abstract and keywords. So this is just an example, and now it will give you the list of journals and journals where you can. Some of them are open access. And what are open access? For example, you have to open access means the journal, it will be available to public, but for open access journal, you have to, either you or your means, if your institute has agreement, you have to pay to these journals in order to publish your articles in the open access category. Otherwise is the subscriptions. So no so some of journals has open access and some of have subscription. Means for subscriptions you don't have to pay, but the readers have to pay. So in both ways, someone has to pay. For example, if you are publishing in open access, you will get more public views and maybe more reads. And if the people are reading your art research, and then you have to you will get more citations and something like this. But for no publications uh, charge for subscriptions, you don't have to pay. But if reader want to read your articles, they have to pay, and for the citations or something. But in these subscriptions, you will get less public views and reads. And but in open access, you will have more public views. Okay, so here the first step is to choosing a uh, uh, journal. And the second step is to prepare your article, your paper, and submit and revise. And then you have to track. And then this is a long story. Okay, so second thing is, if you are going to publish in Elsevier, or if you are going to publish in Springer. So for Springer, there is author guidelines, respective guidelines. Then we have Ville publishers, where you can find a journals and prepare your art manuscripts, and then you have to submit. So this is, so for finding journals here, uh, so every publishers has their own way of finding uh, finding journals list, where you can find the journals relevant to your study, where you can uh, submit, and then you can publish your articles. Okay, so then you have uh, Taylor and Francis. This is another publishers, MDPI, IEEE, author centers, and so on. So writing submission, publications, and ethics guidelines for journal authors is all available on these websites. So why these things are important? Because you have to follow the journal templates, and for editors, all the guidelines are available here. So if you follow these guidelines, it will be easier for you to publish your articles. Okay, so, and the second thing is, then the next thing is citation and references styles. Okay, some people are also still uh, struggling with downloading the lecture notes. Let me uh, uh, copy the link and okay. So for example, okay, now can you please uh, let me know, means is it uh, is the link is accessible to you or not? Okay. So if you are still having issues, means let me just write my email. Let me just write my email. If you are still having issues downloading lecture notes, then you can write directly to me. Then I will share. Okay. Okay. So these are the citation and references styles. So the first style is APA style. Uh, for example, if you go to this website, and uh, you will get the informations for APA style uh, citation, and then there is a website for Chicago uh, references styles, and you have IEEE style for engineering and computer science you normally use for this category, and then Vancouver style, you guys, we normally use for medical science, and Howard style for general sciences, ACS for chemistry, AMS for mathematics, and AIP style for physics, and APS styles for physical review journals. So these are the citation and references styles. For example, if you are writing a mathematical articles, you should follow means some journals means required APA styles, some journals required mathematics AMS styles, some journals require AIP style. So you should be very careful. For example, if you are writing a articles, and if you are writing in mathematics category or physics category, you have to follow the AMS style for mathematics or AIP style for physics, and some journals require APA styles generally. So you have to write in, but how you can write in APA styles, what is meant by APA style, what is meant by means AMS, and what is meant by AIP style. Okay, so what you can do is uh, okay, so okay, so then there are some tools or websites, for example, Scriber APA citation generator. If you go to this website, and for example, let me just open this article, and this is a website from and by using which you can get the uh, references APA you can, for example, if you copy the article title, and you copy the DOI number, every article has their unique DOI number. So if you copy that DOI number, for example, if you see, so this there is a research section. It is saying either you can search by title, or you can search by URL, or you can search by DOI, or you can search by ISBN numbers or keywords. So for example, this is a DOI number, or you can also search by title. So for example, if you search by title, so it will provide you the references. Okay, so this uh, website is particularly for API style. So this is a website, for example, the roles of artificial intelligence in construction, engineering and management. So this is an article, and I just uh, copy and paste. I just give DOI number link in the research section, and it provided me the API style for this reference her this citation. So the first author, so this is the way to write the author's name, and then the year in which this article is published. You can so you can see that this article is published in 2020, and the author names are Wai Pan and Limao Zhang. So you can see that there are two articles, there are two authors' names, and in APS styles, there is a unique way to write author names, and then you have year in which this article is published, and then you have the title, and then the journal names. Automation in construction. You can see that this journal is automation in construction. So automation in constructions, and then 1222 is the volume number. Maybe you can see the details of the articles here, and then is then this is the link of the DOI number. So this is how you can for example, you copy from here, and you can copy the citation, uh, and in 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 Word, for example, in Word, you can copy this, and there is a but this thing is not in LaTeX format. No, but in LaTeX format, you have to write in a LaTeX format. So what is the LaTeX format? These are the tools. Means the one way to write your citation in your LaTeX document using one way you can write manual, but if you write manual, it will take time. So we have some other tools as well which can do this job directly, and the output they provide will be the citation in the LaTeX syntax. Okay, so these are the tools. For example, if you uh, so Taro Bib and Google Scholars. So how you can, for example, get the for example, if I copy this title and search it on the Google Scholar. So this is an article. So you can see the side button at the bottom of this article. So there are MLA styles, APA styles, Chicago styles, Harvard styles, uh, Vancouver styles. Okay, so you can do. So this is actually the easiest way. The easiest way to means copy to cite any article in your document or in your article is through Google Scholar. So you have five standard, and then you can download it for EndNote. You can download it for the BibTeX. If you click on the BibTeX, this is the code for BibTeX. Okay, so then you can copy and paste in your article. So what is where you can paste actually in LaTeX, there are two ways to add the citation. The first way is you can create a references file separately, and you can collect and save all your references here in the references file. So this is very efficient way. I will show you the comparison why this is more efficient than this is the first way you can create a reference. For example, this is uh, the citation I created in APA style through Google Scholar, or maybe you can use other tools as well. So I just copy and will compile it. Okay, so this is the the first step how you can create your references. Okay, so the next thing is how you can cite it. So if you go to the main text, if you go to the main text and for the code for the LaTeX code for citing your article is you have to cite this, and then uh, your citation was this PAN 2021 roles. Okay, if you compile this, so okay, so you can see that your article is cited now here. Okay, so this is how you can generate the citation through Google, and there are many other tools as well. These are the tools: Google Scholar, Citation Machines, MyBib, Mantly, Zotero. Means this is, but the easier way for me is the Google Scholars. So the thing is, all you have to do is the search the document from here. For example, if you are searching for a numerical book on a numerical analysis, so you will search it here and numerical analysis, and this is the book. Uh, an introduction to numerical analysis, and if you want to cite this, you can just copy the bib text code from here and you can paste in your document, and then you can use it for the references. Okay, there are other tools as well, you can have a look at them as well. These are also very useful sometimes, because the Google is providing you guys only few of the means uh, references styles. For other references styles, you there are other tools as well. Okay, so the next, then you have online quick bib text generator. So these are the other tools where you can generate for example, let me just uh, use this, show you this one. Okay, so if you for example here, this is also uh, you have to add a DOI number. So if I copy the DOI number from here and paste it here, so it will give you the bib tags. Okay, you can copy from here. So this is also very quick way to find the uh, okay. The second way of writing the references is in text references. Okay, so this, that was bib text and this is bib item. So you can write as a bib item. So for bib item, uh, you have to name this citation. For example, I am writing WW of the because of the author names. You can write it as KW because the first author name is K and the second author name is surname is W. So it depends on you. So how you can name this bib item. So then you can write the first author's names and then article name and then uh, then a journal name and then the volume number and page number or year you can write in this way. Okay, so the thing is, if you are writing in specific style, so you have to be very consistent in writing your uh, citation. So if you are writing your citation, you have to be very consistent. If you are writing the year at the end in all the articles, you're in all the for example, in all the references, uh, your year should be in the end. For example, let me show you one of this article. Okay, so if you have a look at this article, uh, okay, so the first tile is the year is after the volume number and before the page number. This, if you look at the second article, the year is before the page number, and here year is before the page number, year is before the page number, year is before the page number. So if you are adding a page number, if you are using a particular, first you have to write author, then author name, and then title of the article, and then you have to write the journal name, and then you have to write the volume and issue number, and then you have to, if you are writing year uh, at the second place after the volume and before the page number, it should be consistent. So in either way you are going to write your references, it should be consistent uh, art, throughout the document. right? So this is the first thing which create a first good expression uh, when you submit your when you write your article and when you submit your article for publication. Okay, so and the this is online. This is means on document. This is the this is the uh, second way, means you can use bib item to write to add your citation or references, and this is the second way, which is the most, because if you have your references file, you don't have to create uh, you don't have to, you can, what you can do is you can just upload the file here, and in the main text what you can do is you just have to search for it, and because your references styles are already defined, and you just have to choose means the citation you want to add. For example, if you want to add this uh, article, so uh, what is this article, you can define in your own way, so then you can cite this article in your article, this reference in your article. Okay, so next thing, uh, academic writing and editing tools. Okay, these are the tools: Grammarly, Quillbot, and which are the editing, paraphrasing, and grammar improving tools. For example, in Grammarly, if you want to check your grammar, you can upload your document here. If there is a grammatical error, you can improve your grammatical error here. For example, this is the article I just uploaded it for uh, so let's see if you, okay, so if you upload any article here, so any document here, so it will show you the grammatical errors, means, okay, so these are the grammatical errors. So you can see that uh, this is not free, but it will still show you the error, means where you have error. So this is the document where you can improve your document. You can check your grammatical error, you can check your spelling mistakes, you can and it is also okay, so this is brings to, so there should be a space here. So uh, these are the mistakes, spelling errors. So you can improve this, you can improve this error, you can correct this error, you can correct this error. So there are so many things in this. The red color defines different error. I think red colors defines spelling error, and orange color defines uh, some suggest for improving the words, and green color defines the grammatical errors. So if there is grammatical error, so green color represents the grammatical error. So you can improve your grammar, spelling mistakes by using these tools. And the second tool is Quillbot. So Quillbot you can use for citation, and you can also use for paraphrasing. For example, if you are so sometimes you have plagiarisms, and it's difficult to reduce the plagiarism, and you can use Quillbot for reducing the plagiarism uh, by using, for example, if for example, if I write something here, so if let me just copy something from here, and if you want to write in a different way, so it will give you uh, paraphrasing, and maybe in this way you can reduce your plagiarism sometimes. Okay, and then similarly, script is also a tools for editing your documents. You can have a look at it and you can explore it, means how you can improve these documents. Okay, so uh, in terms of reducing plagiarism, you can use these tools, and then you have the Turnitin tools, by using which you can check your plagiarism detection, and these are the tools. So let me just show you. Before submitting an article, you should have for example, let me open this file. Okay, so this is a file. If you are writing an article, so in this article it shows you have a 6% similarity index. So 6% similarity index, it's not much, means some of the sentences or some of the some of the words or some of the means phrases are matching with some other articles. So I think mm, if you have less than 15% and 10%, it's a lot. Means I think for some universities more than less than 20% is allowed, for some less than 10% is allowed, and for if they have a strict writing means policy, means it should be less than 5%, but 5 less than 5% is almost, I think it's very very difficult. I think it should, I think less than 10% should be fine. So if your article is if you have similarity index, so you can check the similarity index from using similarity index using Turnitin, and you can reduce your similarity if you have more than 20%. Okay, so this thing is all already, this tool already also check the AI detection. So this article does not have any AI creation text. So if you are using if you are using, so this is how instructor find, means either you are using AI tools to write your documents or publishers or not. So this is how you can check similarity index and AI uh, plagiarism. If you are AI, so it will show you how percentage how percentage of the text in your article is generated by AI. And similarity index is means uh, uh, is either did you copy the text from the existing research or not. So it depends. Okay. Okay. Uh, so so this is how you can check the plagiarism and AI detection. Okay. So these are the tools, but first one is more efficient, Turnitin, which is I think for institutional use, and maybe and uh, almost every instructor is using to check the plagiarism and AI detection. Okay, why article writing is important in LaTeX. So it's professional quality typesetting, automatic numbering, figures, tables, equations, bibliographic controls with BibTeX, uh, and mathematical writing made easy, and general templates available. And I already showed you guys the general templates on Overleaf how you can access. Structure of the article. So the first should be the first this is how the structure of the article should be. The first thing should be the title page. The second thing should be the abstract, and then keywords. Then you have to write the introduction, and then you have to write the methodology and mathematical model, and then you have to discuss the results and discussions, and then you have to write the conclusions and future work and references. So okay, so let me show you this article. For example, so this is the title, and in title page you have to write the title and authors and affiliations. Okay, so if you go to Overleaf, so this is the example. This is preamble, and in the preamble, you have to add all the packages and the macros or everything you are using. So the first thing is the title. So this is how you will add the title, write the title in your LaTeX document. And the second thing is author information. Okay, so what is important here, the if you are writing the author names, and I mentioned two things here. So if there are more than two authors, then you can write two authors by for example. Okay, so for example, if I'm going to write another name, so for example, uh, let's say if I'm going to write any other name, so you can write uh, So you can add more authors detail here as well. Okay, so this is the first author. Okay, so what you can do is, for example, uh, you can add more author name here. For example, if you want to add the second name, so you have to add the second name here. Let's see, for example, okay, so this is the second name. Yes. So in the same line, so there are different LaTeX code for different templates. So all you need to do is to understand the template. So if you want to, if you, in your articles there are more than two collaborators, so you can add more than two collaborator as well. For example, uh, uh, okay. So, but first author, second author, and the third author. So you can add more authors here, but for the moment there is only one affiliation, and if you want to add more affiliation, you can add more affiliation as well. Okay, so how you can add more affiliations? By copying this text and uh, for okay, so here uh, both, then you can change the second affiliation into by adding two here. So, and as we have three authors now in these articles, then you have you can add the three. If they all are belong to the same institute, then I think you should write one here, and one here. If they all are, if they all are belong to the same institute, so that then you can write one here, and one here, and there should be, and the star I'm using, we can use for the corresponding author, which actually submit the articles and correspond with the publishers, with the sorry editors, and with the reviewers. Means the corresponding author is the one who is communicating everything with the reviewers, or with the uh, editors, or with the journal. Okay, so the second authors are the contributor, means uh, if they are belong to, you can use one for the same affiliation. If they have different affiliation, you can add the different affiliation as well by changing the name here, or changing the number here. For example, the uh, second author belongs to this different institute. You can add two here in front of in next to his her name, and then you can add the second affiliation here as well. Okay, so this is the title page, where you can manage all the authors affiliations, author informations, corresponding author details, everything. And the second thing is, then the next thing is the abstract of the articles. So in the abstract of the articles, you have to explain everything, means what you have done in your article, what method you use, and what results you produced in your article. So abstract is actually a summary of your articles in a short paragraph, right? So you have to write an abstract. For example, if you submit an article, or maybe if you are reading an article on uh, online at any journal website, so the abstract, everyone first write the abstract. For example, if you are looking for a paper which is related to your research area. So what you will do is, you will first write the title, and then you will write the abstract. And if this abstract is exactly related to your area of research, and related to your field, then you go further to read the complete articles. Okay, so the abstract is actually the summary of the articles. So there are means there are this is actually a complete topic, how you should write your abstract. This is another story now. Okay, but the thing is, in short, this abstract is a uh, summary of your article. Okay, so the next part is the keywords. So you have to mention your keywords, because I think almost every journals demands to add keywords in your article. If you are not writing your keywords, then the journals will send your article back to you to edit your article, or sometimes they just reject it. Means they they may get angry and they just reject it because you are not adding the keywords or basic things we should be included in your article. Okay, so then you have to add the introduction. So introduction should be the overview of where you can add the uh, uh, all the previous study uh, which is already uh, done by other researchers. You have related to the topic you are working on. So for example, we are working. For example, we did write a article on SIV model. So we have to include all the previous study which is already done related to this topic, and then we have to find the gap and we have to mention the gap in our article. Means this thing is missing and now we are studying this gap, right? And then you have to the next thing is the method or methodology or mathematical model. So you have to define the mathematical model here, which is exactly the topic or the model which you are going to study. So this is the model, and you have to you can add all the details in your related to your model here, and then you have to add the method. So we actually use the least symmetry analysis to find to solve this system of partial differential equations. Okay, the partial differential equations are the mathematical model which describes some physical phenomena uh, uh, in uh, uh, in physical sciences. Okay, so then this is a math least symmetry. So the thing is, this is uh, okay. If you see here, which is important in terms of LaTeX writing. This is the first equation, second equation, and third equation. So all these equations are aligned with respect to equal sign. Okay, so what is the code for that? You can align your equations with respect to equal sign or with respect to any symbols, but normally we align our equations with respect to equal sign. So each equal sign in each equations are just in the same alignment from top to bottom, and the equation numbering is according to the section wise, which is 2.1. Okay, so this is the benefit for writing. You don't have to number like in Word or other documents writing tools. The numbering, the citations, the sections, spacing, equations writing, everything is automatic in LaTeX writing. You just have to uh, you just should know how to play with LaTeX text or LaTeX writing, right? So once you learn, you will find very convenient to write your or create your documents in your LaTeX. This is the if you are writing your documents in mathematics, physics, so LaTeX is the most efficient tools to write your or create your document. Okay, so next thing is the next section is actually the methodology. So we use this method, and you can see that there are there are many equations, and there are uh, some equations which are bigger in length, and this is how you can align. Means the every equal signs in the next equations is perfectly aligned with the equal signs in the previous equations. Okay, so this is how you can align your equations. But here, uh, if you see this line, the next to the invariance criterion is given by. Okay, so this equation is numbered and this equation is not numbered. So if you want to if you don't want to number your equations, then you can there is a command for that. You can I showed in the second lecture, first lecture, in the second lecture, where you if you don't want to add the equation number, you can also control the equation numbering as well. Okay, Okay, so then you have to write the result sections you and then conclusions and future work, right? But these are the contents, means these are the structure of the articles, means how you should write your article. Okay, so abstract is one paragraph explaining motivation plus goals plus outcomes, means in short the summary of your the introduction states you have to state the problem, literature contribution, results, use of figures, tables with clear captions plus labels. And LaTeX also deals very beautifully the captions and the labels as well. And then you have to, the last thing is the conclusion. You have to summarize your achievement and future directions. Okay. So then we have what are the good writing tips? So your article writing should be clear, concise, and well structured text. So then use active voice when possible. Define every variable, symbol, and notations. Use strong topic inclusion sentence and avoid repetition and unnecessary jargon. Okay. So then mathematical writing tips. So keeps equations references using label, which we already discussed. You can label your table, you can label your picture, you can label your equation, you can label everything in your LaTeX document. Explain the purpose of every equations, display important equations, uh, keep simple ones in line, use proper spacing, because the space is actually don't define extra spacing, because there is a you can define general spacing in the preamble in the beginning, but don't then define extra spacing in your documents. So these are the of means use the consistent figure code in your LaTeX document, and use the consistent and clean table code in your LaTeX document or article. And then you can use the cite key to in your main text to reference your uh, to add references in your article and ensure references entries are clean, complete, and consistent, right? Inconsistence may lead to the rejections or maybe the multiple revisions. And this is these are the you can define your bibliography styles uh, accordingly. Okay, so journal formatting. So follow journal template strictly. Ensure correct references styles that I showed you, APA, Elsevier, Springer, others journals references style as well. Figure should be must be high resolutions, and remove all compilation warnings and errors in your LaTeX document, and check the spell and grammatical errors, and avoid plagiarism. Use Turnitin and Grammarly to reduce your plagiarism. Cite sources properly, articles properly, acknowledge contributions and funding if you have, and if you have any. So ensures reproducibility of the results. Your should be general, and use clickable internal links, hyperlink packages. I already show you guys. Create automated list for figures and tables. Use comments for managing revisions. Means if you get revisions, then you can improve your articles, which is actually very important. Revisions. You get suggestions from the experts, and then you can improve your articles based on the revisions. So maintain a consistent style throughout. So the style should be consistent throughout. For okay, so then this is the last thing which is which is very important thing actually. So ORCID ID. Some journals requires ORCID ID in okay, so here are things. Let me show you. This is the ORCID ID where you can this is actually, you can say that the a unique digital identifier that distinguishes researchers globally and connects them with their scholarly contributions. So this is a website where you can add your biography, and you can add your website details if you have any. You can add website details, and you can add your Scopus ID. Scopus is similar uh, to ORCID. You can add your employment details, and you can add your employment history. You can add your qualifications, and education and qualification. You can add professional activities if you are a member of some society. Yeah, if you are if you presented some work, your work in some conferences, you can add in professional activities. And these are the details of your research articles. Okay, so this ORCID ID is very important. So you should keep updating. You should be updating these ORCID Scopus and Web of Science profile in order to attract citations, or in order to attract different researchers working in your areas. So this is very important to build your research profile, which is very important to attract readers, to attract uh, new researchers, so that they can read your work or cite your work. So you should uh, create or update on regular basis. This thing is also very important. So uh, okay, so avoid predatory journals. So if you are submitting uh, your article, so avoid predatory journal, means fake journals that exploits researchers for publication fees. What are the warning signs? Their website will be very poor quality and not indexed is any trusted database. What are the database? Actually, for example, we have important database like Web of Sciences, Scopus, DOAG. Okay, so you can, this is the website, for example, you can use to think, check, and then submit. You can find the non-predatory journals. You can you can search journals from here. You can search for the journals, and then you can submit. Okay, so then you have a Scopus list as well, and then you have a Web of Science list as well. So in Scopus, you can search the list of articles from here, and then submit in the Scopus. So you should be submitting your articles in the either Scopus or Web of Sciences or Springer. So avoid submitting in predatory journals. Okay, peer review purpose is very important. So constructive reviewers' comments strengthen the manuscript. So always respond politely to their comments. Okay. So choosing the right journal, Scopus must match your research topic, and then impact factor should be, you should check the impact factor indexing, acceptance rate, and review and APC article processing policies. What are the useful tools? You can use the finder here. So if you write your abstract keywords here, you can find the most suitable journal. So there are many other websites, for example, uh, the uh, journal searches, and this is uh, totally free websites where you can just insert your, for example, you can just something, and if you write abstract here, you can find the relevant journals list from here. So what you can do is it will provide you the list of articles here. So this is the most suitable journals. Some of them is high quality open access, and then the subscriptions one. So okay, so then you can track your research impact. So writing in LaTeX is actually the professional, reliable, and scientific excellence. So practice regularly. Thank you very much. If you have any question, you can ask. I hope you already received the lecture notes. I shared the link, and if some of you still struggling to download, okay, I think some guy are still struggling to. Okay, slide number 8. Okay, let me just go to slide number 8. Okay, here, yes. What question you have on slide number 8? Can you please unmute yourself and you can just speak? Means what question do you have? You can write the. You can just wait. Uh, okay. Now you can. Now you can speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I can hear you.
Okay. Uh, I was just trying to ask, there was something you were saying about writing with integrity, that
Yes.
video, YouTube video titles.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
can't understand it fully.
Writing with integrity, I think the best answer you can find by watching this video. So means you should be the work should be your own work, and it should not be. There are many means ethical guidelines means you should follow. It should be purely your work. It should not be AI generated work. So things like that.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Okay, maybe when you were, maybe because we are very fast, there was something, it was rushed. I don't know whether is this one, I think it's this one and the other one, but
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome. Thanks for attending and supporting the lecture and course.
That there were some other things
Yeah.
inside there which I can't remember now. It was too fast. Listen, but the
Maybe
presentation,
you can ask by writing me an email. For example, if you still
yeah,
guys have any question, you can approach me. I think send my email uh, in
okay,
the
I
chat
saw it
box.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it
yeah.
there.
So
Thank you
I
very
send my
much.
email. If you have further question, you can just write me an email. So I will respond to you guys.
Thank you. But another thing I want to say, but writing with LaTeX seems to be, you know, the is it text is a overleaf part of incorporated in LaTeX,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
overleaves seem to be more complicated and more problematic rather than
Overleaf.
overleaf. Yeah, overleaf seem to be more
How
complicated
oftenly you
than
are using the
using less.
overleaf?
Pardon?
How oftenly you are using overleaf?
I don't. I was trying to use it. I was
Yeah,
trying to use it to.
in the beginning, for example, if you learn something, so for example, if you started writing on overleaf, in the beginning you will have means some issues. For example, you are not used to it. So once you will get used to it, then it will be very easier for you to writing things like your documents or articles on overleaf.
Yeah, but and again, I think it's more on small articles, But if you want to write something bigger, using overleaf,
No,
I
you
don't know,
yes, yes, you
it's
can write bigger documents as well. So
really
if you yes, yes, yes. So I am writing with bigger documents with my collaborators, and I am writing everything on overleaf. So
okay.
yeah, so if you start with step by step, for example, if you are writing one section, one and then other section and then so on, it will compile. But if you upload the big document in a one shot, it will be difficult. Then it so you should know how to deal with the overleaf. So if
Which means if you're using overleaf, when you want to do a new, like now I finished working on a particular thing and
yes,
later I go back to it, I need to make sure that I put on the packages
yes, yeah,
before. before
Yes.
I can continue again? Is it not
Yes.
problematic?
No, this is not. I think this is this is. I think once you will be uh, once you feel comfortable, I think it will be easier for you to write on our leaf.
Okay, we'll try and
Yeah,
see how it
because this
works.
is I think so if you can see my screen, this document is 19 pages. So I'm just recompiling it, and everything is working perfectly fine, and I'm sharing this document with the my collaborator as well, and they are changing, I'm changing, and we are writing together. So I think
Okay.
yes,
So even as is okay.
yes. Okay,
Okay, that's it.
so
Thank you very much.
Martin, okay, you're welcome. Martin also have some question. Yes,
Yes,
Martin.
yes,
Yeah,
Doc. I just wanted to add on what you said to our colleague there. I think what can help is to let's say you want to write a new article, a new document,
yeah,
is to first of all identify maybe the journal that you want to publish, and then once you identify the journal that you publish,
yes.
there is always a LaTeX template in most of these journals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mentioned in my document. So every journal has their own template. For example, let me show you. I have one thing to show you guys here. Where is that document? Sorry, it's yeah. So can you see the screen? For example, this is a MDPI symmetry journal. So this is the journal.
We still
Uh,
can't see your screen.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let me share it again. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
So if you look at this template, this is the symmetry journal template. So if you every journal has their own template. If you write article in general template, it will be more easier for you to get published in that journal. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Thank you very much for attending to the lectures. I hope see you guys on another occasion. Take care. Bye.